You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, when I seen this article, I was like, ooh, which NFL quarterback is going to be saying he's better than Jared Goff? I'm starting to go through the names in my head, and all of a sudden I get to a guy that really wasn't even a quarterback. Oh, and he was a wide receiver and not a very damn good one, if you want to know the truth. And he only lasted till he was 29 years old in the league. He got ran out because he sucked, and he couldn't keep his head screwed on straight. But what he has done is he has decided to take this opportunity to invoke the social justice Jesus known as Colin Kaepernick to get his Twitter woke mob stock up and get his social media brand, get it on blast, and get everybody worked into a lather. That person I keep talking about is Terrelle Pryor. Terrelle Pryor? The quarterback from the Ohio State Buckeyes from like 10 years ago? This guy sucked. Well, for the record, no, you weren't better than Jared Goff, and that is terrible. That is terrible. Okay, so let's get to this. Ex-NFL player tees off on Lions Jared Goff, says he and Colin Kaepernick could play better. Why didn't you just say Kaepernick could play better? Why did you bring yourself up in this? I mean, my God. Jared Goff's at least got 2 seasons where he threw over 4,000 yards. You never sniffed that. I mean, come on. These guys are idiots. These guys are idiots for the sake of trying to build a brand. Lions and Steelers ended in a tie on Sunday, this is Fox News, and prompted questions about the future of Jared Goff as a starting NFL quarterback for the NFC North squad. No, he should not be a starting NFL quarterback. Goff failed to throw a touchdown for the second straight game, and it was the 5th game this season he failed to throw one. On Sunday, he finished 14 for 25 for 114 and was sacked 4 times. He's terrible. He is absolutely horrid. With his performance, former NFL wide receiver and quarterback, they call him quarterback, I wouldn't, but okay, Terrelle Pryor said, it might be high time the Lions look somewhere else. I think that's a valid statement. Jared Goff is terrible. But Pryor, this is where you lose me. On Instagram, he wrote, quote, myself and Kaepernick can go on the field this second and do better. The fact is, the NFL has decided, no, in fact, you could not, and neither can Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick hasn't played a snap of football since January 2017, and Pryor played both wide receiver and quarterback. Look, guys, when they keep saying and quarterback, he played like 12 or 15 NFL games at quarterback over 10 years. Okay? And he was terrible. He was terrible. Hasn't played since 2018. And I don't mean Jared Goff bad. I mean like dog shit, horse shit bad, okay? The Lions acquired Goff in a trade with the Rams for Matthew Stafford in the offseason. He has 2,109 passing yards, 8 TDs, and 6 interceptions. Lions coach Dan Campbell said Goff suffered an oblique injury in Sunday's game, but Campbell said he had no intention of taking him out of the game. And he goes on to talk about, well, I had to go with my gut. I had to look him in the eyes. And I listened to our trainers, and they said he would be just fine. It's amazing. Anytime you want to make a headline, let's pull out Kaepernick's name out of a hat. Hey, we finally found a quarterback that Kaepernick was better than. Terrelle Pryor. Yes, he was better than Terrelle Pryor. He was. Guess what? None of the 3 of you in this story are worth a damn. Jared Goff is a backup quarterback in the NFL. Okay, we are certainly finding out it was Sean McVay's system. I mean, even as much as he wants to pull this rabbit out of his hat, Jared Goff has like 20,000 passing yards and over 100 passing touchdowns. and he's still a terrible quarterback. He should not be starting. Personally speaking, I would have David Blau starting at quarterback for my Lions. Not my Lions, but Dan Campbell's Lions. I'm not a Lions fan. But you get the point. If it was my team and I was Dan Campbell, David Blau would be starting at quarterback. But you also want to know who would not be starting at quarterback? Terrelle Pryor or Colin Kaepernick. Number one, Kaepernick thinks all the owners in the league are a bunch of slavers. Okay, so why would he possibly want to come back to the league? He's too busy getting paid from Netflix and Nike to be a social justice idiot. And Terrelle Pryor, I mean, that's laughable. You, of all people, calling out any active NFL starting quarterback and believing you are better, that shows the complete idiocy of some of you athletes. You are a moron. But you're smart enough to know if I throw Kaepernick's name in this statement, it'll get some buzz. And guess what? Yeah, you made it to the channel. You made it to Fox News because you know it's going to cause a stir. This is all about building a brand for Terrelle Pryor. Terrelle Pryor was a terrible quarterback. Okay? I don't think Terrelle Pryor could have played in the AAF. Okay? That's a defunct league, by the way. XFL? No. You want to know why? Because you're not better than Cardell Jones or, let's see, who were some of the other XFL quarterbacks? Josh Johnson. He's actually back with the Jets, I think. And you're not better than Landry Jones. Yeah, you're not better than any of those guys. And they're, one of them's in the league, but everybody else, no. Stop it. Terrelle Pryor, that's an embarrassment. This is exactly why this guy is not in the league. His ego, he didn't want to apply himself. He didn't want to work hard enough. Terrelle Pryor, he flashed a wide receiver. He never remotely flashed anything at quarterback. He was not an NFL quarterback. They tried to take a wide receiver, and they tried to give him a cup of coffee at the quarterback position because they were in a bind. God. Set Jared Goff, and can we please quit talking about Colin Kaepernick? But they won't. They'll keep running their mouth like Colin Kaepernick should really be back in the league. Newsflash, homie. Today, in today's time period, even sorry-ass Jared Goff is better than I've been out of the league 4 years, Colin Kaepernick. And certainly better than you. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.